Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday morning. So, before Mrs. P and I get on our way to fly up to the North Pole today, I thought I'd give you guys a quick idea of something that you might be able to pick up this time of year. Uh, New Year's is coming, and one way people like to celebrate the New Year is with fireworks, right? Okay. 4th of July and New Year's seem to be the fireworks time. Maybe some of you guys have a 365 fireworks store in your area. Maybe you don't. But right now, chances are uh, there's a fireworks store somewhere around, and you can pick up a couple of things that might be good for your preps and not that expensive. Now, I'll start with one. All right. Mind you, this if anything gets completely foobar, and we do have UN troops or whoever troops rolling down the street, BLM, Antifa, whatever, raising hell. We don't have, the civilian population doesn't have access to all the type of equipment, if you will, that the militaries do, okay, or the gangs, which that's something else to pay attention to. So what we kind of do is need to make do with what we have to create as much chaos to confuse the enemy, that they don't know what we do have and what we don't, okay? And we can do this with some of the things that are civilian. In an ambush, if you are attacked or something like that, you are going to need to be able to escape, right? Something that's worthwhile having, and you can see these were not expensive, is I got a couple of these. They are 6-minute smoke, okay? And this is a white smoke candle or whatever it was that will bellow smoke for 6 minutes. Now, what's smoke good for? In a military scenario, a lot, okay? But I don't think you're going to be signaling for artillery fire or air cover or for the Huey to come take the wounded away, okay? What we're going to be using it for is for concealment, for a chance to get some smoke out there. We can move without being seen, and now we're either escaped completely or in a different location that they know. As you saw in here, it was $6 for 2 of them. You can go out and buy military smoke grenades, okay? They're for sale. You can get them online. I took a look real quick, and they're anywhere between $15 and $25 a piece. Okay, I got 2 for $6. So, again, go to the fireworks store. Actually, I got 4 of them, but just something to think of. The next one, and I'm going to be careful with my words here, but you guys remember the video that I posted up on Rumble? I talked about it about a week ago. And with a lot of things, what you are going to need is some sort of wick, I guess, if you will. And you're not going to throw a candle wick. You're not going to throw a oil lamp wick into anything that you're going to make. You are going to need something that's going to burn relatively quickly and burn hot. Sparklers. Okay, now these are 12-inch long sparklers. They are wire. You don't want the bamboo ones. Why don't you want the bamboo ones? All somebody's got to do is come over and knock it, and they broke it off, and you're done, okay? Wire. The only way they're getting this thing out is either put their hand on it and pull it out, okay? And you're not going to leave it long enough where they can do that. Or if they, by chance, happen to have wire cutters right there with them, okay? Neither one's going to work. I mentioned that little thing that you could make to melt engine blocks. Just saying. There's your wick, okay? Cut these down to 6 inches. Stick about 3 inches in the material, like the rest of it. Poof, and you have everything that you need. I think a box of sparklers cost me $4, something like that, for 12 of them, which means I'm going to get 24 out of it. They're these things. Upside down. That way. There we go. Celebration sparklers. Those are a couple of things you can get at a fireworks store. I mean, sure, you could get some M80s or whatever. That wouldn't be a bad idea as long as you're comfortable lighting them and throwing them, which pretty much anybody is now. Even if you want to get bottle rockets or something like that, like I said, you want to create chaos, and if you can do that, it's going to confuse the enemy more than anything else. So take advantage of while you have it, Now, I'll give you one more. I briefly touched on this the other day, but I got a couple of these, okay? And it's called Clear Out, and they are tear gas grenades. Now, any of you guys that are ex-military know in basic, we all had to go through the gas chamber, okay? Tear gas is basically CS gas. And you remember you were in there and you had your gas mask on and everything like that, and it was like, oh, this is no big deal. And the drill sergeant said, take your mask off. And I guarantee there's nobody in the military that has ever forgotten the feeling when they ran out of the gas chamber and gagging and coughing and snot running all over their face and tears and everything like this, right? It's a useful tool to have. They're not that expensive. I think I paid about 14 bucks a piece for these. I got a couple of them. And they would definitely be worthwhile if somebody attacked your home. You can always throw that out in the yard or whatever it would be. I mean, it's going to dissipate, okay? And it's not like it's going to be a 6-foot radius. That's going to be all over the place. And it's going to make people miserable. Hopefully you have a gas mask, okay? We've talked about those in the past and where to get good ones. But having a couple of these can really catch somebody, an enemy, by surprise. I don't think Antifa BLM is running around with gas masks, at least not all of them. You may, let's say half of them do. If you can clear out half by throwing one of these, you're good. The only thing I will warn you with this, A, make sure you have your gas mask, but B, if you're ever going to use that, know which way the wind's blowing, because if the wind's blowing back at you, the last thing you want to do is gas yourself, okay? That's not going to do any good. So, something to think about there. But I'd love to hear some other ideas that y'all have of creating defensive tools, if you will, out of everyday things. Like I said in the video last week, just because they were made for one purpose doesn't mean we need to use them that way. Give you this. Now, a lot of the stuff you can't use legally now, so don't use it that way. But, we're talking about in a situation where there is no law, okay, or you're defending your life. I seriously doubt if anybody is trying to defend their life, somebody's trying to kill you, and you use something that's not allowed, that anybody's going to give you crap because you just defended yourself, especially when there is no law. All right. But yeah, please, in the comments, guys, today, come up with some other ideas that y'all have. Share ideas. It's what we're great at doing on this channel. We've talked about caltrops and dragon's teeth and things like that in the past. But, I'll paint this picture. You have a platoon, say 15 guys, all of a sudden attacking your location, be it your house, your farm, your barn, wherever you are, or whatever it is. How would you be able to defend them? How would you, I doubt any of us have chain gun 30, fully automatic chain gun 30 cals or, a Madus or something like that and can mow down anybody like that. But how are you going to tip the scales into your favor? How are you going to call for help? Okay, maybe you can call for help on a radio. Maybe you can call for help on a cell phone. Who knows? Okay, maybe it's a matter of, hey, get some red ones or green ones. Mind you, there is no color. It only means what everybody agrees it does. Just telling you that one real quick. Okay, there is no green automatically means this. Not true. But you tell your neighbors, hey, if anybody ever sees green smoke, that means get over here right away. Think about it. When you see smoke in the sky, every one of us, now we see black smoke in the sky, the conversation all changes to, I wonder what's going on over there. And if you're driving around, you kind of maybe go a little closer to see what's burning. Okay. Smoke is something that will gather people's attention. And if they know what to do, there's green smoke or red smoke or violet smoke or whatever color you decide. Help, I'm in trouble, get over here. Another idea to use it for. But give me some ideas that you guys have. Maybe there's something I can add to my preps. I'd appreciate it, just like you guys do. Have a good Tuesday. Pinball out.